There we go, man. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's go, man. Delay starting in 50 seconds. All right. All right. Very, very well. See what we can do today. See what teams we're gonna watch. You never know. Well, you will know. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see. All right. We should be live. I mean, this for me is live. We're gonna watch some games in the Proof Your Skill tournament games. See what happens, man. See what happens. Chart. Should be either one of these teams. No clue which ones. Should be fun, man. Should be fun. Should be fun. Obviously, Novascore has a really good team with Mary, who we've seen in APA or PC Cat as well. Excelsior, extremely strong. Uni, Jungle Skog. And we're gonna watch Liquid. We're gonna watch Liquid. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be watching Liquid. Let's see. Liquid 6. Oh, how fun. Pretty good players. Let's see. Liquid, B-Love. Really good players, man. EY? I have no idea how to pronounce this. But I think this is going to be a really good team as well. Tornado team. Really strong team as well. Excited, man. Excited. Excited to watch some good games. I'm hoping that my stream is going to start working at some point. That would be great if it did. Oh, but yeah. Wait, what the? Why do I click that? Tournament. Chart, obviously. In the third stage, you also have teams like BPS. I would have expected them to be in the fourth stage, but I'm not sure what happened there. Lost to Agva and Bilov. That's unfortunate, man. Some really, really good teams here as well. UNX. UNX. Yes, yes, yes. Meme team. Did Mercy get... Oh, Mercy's still in. So Mercy lost to Kova. Alright. Why is my stream not working? What? Oh, it is working. What the hell? It just didn't register. Alright. It's fine. It's fine, man. Yeah, we're gonna be watching some good games. See what happens, man. See who is going to get some good placements in. Alright. In the match in 30 seconds. 30 seconds left to go. Five seconds. Here we go, man. There we go. Mayan Ruins. 2 116s versus 4 116s. 1 Felice Kranz. Alright.
Let's go.
Let's see. The light's probably going to go into the middle, try to get an early cap in. Because of the enemies having a heavy lineup. But he is probably going to be stuck here. Tornado team going for the C cap. And Lakefit kind of gathering in the middle. Not really looking for anything, knowing that they have the first cap in. First cap advantage. Which is really good for them, honestly. Obviously. And they're just going to fall back. Fall back into this ditch. Try not to bleed as much from the Kranvagins. Okay, Tornado team has finally captured the C point to try and not die on the cap deficit. Because obviously you are going to lose on caps if you wait too long on the caps. This Felice is in a bad spot, getting taken out. Tornado team is not looking good with one gun less into the fight, but they are having a crazy crossfire into the middle of the map, killing the Kran. Okay, now it's silent because everyone is reloading. The 116 right here is in a bad spot as a one shot, and he gets taken out. Kran in a really good position here, but this Bilko is going to die here. The light coming in, trying to kill that Kran, which will probably be the winning point of the match for Ligvid. Kran gets taken out. Now it's just 2 guys versus 4 guys. See what they can do. Kran is YOLOing in for the Felice, which he is not capable of taking out. This is GG. Well played for Liquid, having the early cap advantage, forcing the enemy to kind of push into the middle. And actually playing really well in the middle. Good focus fire, taking the first gun out. Really strong performance. That is going to be a win for Liquid. All right. Mayan Ruins. Let's see how Tornado reacts to this. They might like change their strategy a little bit, try to get like tanks to the middle to decap the B point or catch the light of guard. If they do the same thing, that is. But we will see. We might see more heavy tanks on the side of Liquid though. Let's see. Okay. Ten more seconds and we will be sent into the next game. Liquid having the good cap advantage in the beginning, forcing the enemies to push in, especially because they have like they could have had the cap on the heavy flank as well. So the enemies had to kind of push. Okay, so we do see more heavy tanks right now. We see only heavy tanks. Have to rephrase that. 4 116s, 1 Felice, 2 Kranvagins. Same for both team. Let's see. Liquid seems to be going for the heavy flank, where Tornado decides to split up a little bit, try to get the C cap and cover the B cap with like 3 tanks. They do get early shots into the F6, F3, which is good. This 116 could be in a bad spot if these guys right here decide to peek. Liquid trying to go for an early push onto the 3 guys defending the B cap. This could be a game-winning plan. Liquid waiting to gather all their tanks to make a good push. Kran moving in, getting shots into the side of the Felice. Felice being a bit distracted, not seeing the 2 F3s pushing in. But in the meantime, Tornado is kind of having a crossfire onto these guys in the middle. Kran really low. They do have one guy taken out already. Tornado in the HP lead though. Okay. The Kran gets taken out. Oh, they seem to be repushing these 2 guys, which is not great. Not great for Liquid. Not what they were hoping for. Liquid does get the guy on the B cap. They might... they don't really have the positions, I don't think. They don't have cap advantage either, due to the 1 tank being dead. 1 more tank being dead on the side of Liquid. They are in a bit of a pickle here. The Kran might be able to make a play though. Let's see. Is the... Oh, it's a Felice. The Felice might be able to kill the Kran. Let's see if he's able to do so. He does seem to be able to do so. Yes. Kran does get taken out, but the Tornado team is pushing into the middle, killing the 116 that was already low and absolutely vaporizing the other one. Which leaves the Felice on his own. Which is basically impossible to win. Felice pushing into the solo Kran, getting 2 shots in, might be able to back off after. Not able to get the shot in and dies in the process, unfortunately. Alright. Alright. That was an unfortunate event for Liquid. They had more tanks on the heavy flank, so they could have pushed if they were like fast maybe. But that still meant that the people were left behind were going to get vaporized by the other guys on Tornado team that were flanking around the medium flank. Alright. And they did get into a quite unfortunate spot in the middle of the map while they had multiple angles to shoot them from. Yeah, it's an unfortunate event right there. We will see. We will see if they can... It's a tie for now. 1-1. Both are excellent teams, if you ask me. Alright, there we go. All right, we are at what is this map called? I don't know. I forgot what this map is called. We do see a light on both teams. One team is going for the LT and the other team is in fact going for the RHM Panzerwagen, which is really good right now with the adaptive concealment and the tracer shells. With a lot of consumables as well. See if they can make that work. The light not going for the house, which would be too predictable. Liquid seems to be leaning into the heavy side, where Tornado team is going for the medium flank and the more passive approach. The Felice there to decap the B point, which obviously, as you can see, if anyone here pushes the B point, he will have decaps on that. Really good. Tornado team capping the A point already, catching an early cap advantage. Not really getting punished for it though, since they got a shot into the light and the light got a shot into the 116. Liquid seems to be rotating back, might try to get the B point, which would be quite risky with the Felice there and all the crossfires up there. They don't seem to be aggressive for it yet though. Let's see. Liquid seems to try and make a move out from their own spawn again. Felice does get spotted by the 116, I would assume. F3 getting an getting a shot in from the Kran, trying to hide by being in the middle of the bridge. 116 going for a battle with the Felice all down. Brave man with the armor profile that the Felice has. That's not for me. Shots are being fired into the Kranwagen here as well by Liquid, making a push for the A point. Tornado in the meantime trying to push these 116s out and the LT maybe as well to punish them. Liquid bleeding a lot. 12,000 HP versus 15. They are going to take out this Crown right here. He's in a really bad spot, getting shot from all sides. Kranwagen from Liquid on the A point on one shot though. Tornado in the meantime pushing into this guy right here as a punishment for their aggressive approach on the A cap. Alright, they did take the Crown out, so they still have all the caps. Tornado having a massive cap lead and also a massive hit point lead. Also having three guns down. And having one 2-shot Kranwagen. A 1-shot Kran. Now they will be pushing the light, killing him. And the Felice here getting killed by 2 guys. And that is a cap win for Tornado. Well. Very well. So what happened is that Liquid went for the early A cap, kind of spreaded themselves after repositioning, and yeah. And then after having a bad reposition, they got caught off guard. Like 1 to 3 people getting caught off guard by at least 4 people still in the city, while the other 4 while the other 3 people from Tornado Team are holding the other enemies all for quite long. Interesting to see. 1-2 for Tornado Team. Will they get the victory in the semifinals? All right, we will be hopping in the match within 20 seconds. Very well. We'll see another, hopefully, great game on this map. On Alpenstadt. All right. Here we go. I forgot to ready up. Oh, I forgot to ready up. That's crazy. We will not be watching it then. I think YouTube. Let's see. Boom. Excuse. Let's see if we can pull another stream up to maybe see something really quickly. All right, Espanol, Robert 85. With a way better layup. That is very unfortunate. Really, really bad that I didn't ready up. Ashamed of myself. Have to keep an eye on the game as well. Man, what a shame that I didn't ready up. I forgot. Okay. Really unfortunate. Alright, so we do see Liquid leaning into the heavy flank. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Both going into the heavy side. Light tank getting early spots for the heavies. While the light on Liquid is in a pickle with the 116 on the enemy team on Tornado. Which means that they did, in fact, lose that game. Chart. Let's see. They did lose 1-3 to Tornado's team, unfortunately, which means that they will be facing up against the Polish team of the Maki. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. If not, I'm sorry. Makio. Very well. Let's wait for those games. Wait for those games. That's such a shame that I didn't ready up there. Unfortunate. Let's wait for the next games. I have no idea who we will be watching. Let's see what happened in the other teams. EXL winning 3-0 against Kova. Well, only winning 3-2 against Igwai. Interesting. So Igwai is going to be a pretty good team. Going to be a hard team to win up against for Liquid. Agva losing to Mercy Vaporize. Mercy doing really good against actually everyone except Kova, really. Yeah, they only really lost to Kova, which on the second round was pretty tight, I guess. 2-3. We love nail biters. We love nail biters. We don't like those easy games. Alright, what did Belov do? Belov lost to Agva, barely lost. Belov is in fact winning against everyone except BPS, but dude taking the win pretty confidently on the second round, actually. Which is going to be interesting to watch as well. Belov, really interesting matches. Alright. Alright. Let's wait until we get the next invite then. Get ourselves a drink. Get ourselves a nice drink. In the meantime. Let's wait. Let's wait. I do hope we're gonna be put into the Egoi to the Egoi games because they seem to be really strong, even though they are in the lower brackets. But I must say, ooh, Excelsior versus Mercy. Huh. That's gonna be really interesting as well. Agva versus Kova is gonna be really, really interesting as well, I think. Agva winning against basically everyone's but do get taken out by EXL and Kova also winning against basically everyone except 1337, but losing against EXL. This is gonna be a tight one as well. It's gonna be a fun and exciting game to be watching. All right. Let's hope we do get the invite soon. Because wait, I can check how much time we have, right? Otherwise, we might be able to just play a quick game. Excelsior at 8:50, which is in 20 minutes, and the lower brackets are going to be in 8:28, which is right now. Will we get another invite? 8:26 p.m. Let's see. Will we get another invite? Is the question. idea if I will be getting another invite. Let's wait, man. Will I be getting another invite? Let's see. Did I get an invite? No. Interesting. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. This is taking a while, man. Let's restart the game real quick. I don't trust this. I do not trust this. Let's see. Will I be having a invite? No. No, I am not having an invite. Hmm. That's unfortunate. No invite. Man. I wish I had an invite. Do, 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 do. Uh-huh. No thanks. This is worrying me. That makes my evening interesting. I would have hoped to be watching Kova or something. I would have loved to like watch Belov as well, or Igor. Would be really cool to be watching, but oh, unfortunately not. Would have been really cool, man. Would have been cool. Will I be getting an invite? Da, 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 did I do something wrong? Da, 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 da. Let's see. Did I do something wrong today? English. It does not seem to be the case that I did something wrong, which is surprising. Interesting. I guess I should be like spectating Igor or Belov, but is that off this game? Oh, I might be put. I might still get the invite. It's my first time. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. We might still be able to see the games at some point, hopefully, which start at 8:50 and it's 8:41. We might be able to watch Belov. Maybe. Let's wait, man. Let's wait. I'm sure it will be alright. I'm sure we will get an invite soon to the room. If not, then I don't know. We won't. It's fine. Probably going to be watching it on other people's stream. Eh. Let's see. Hey, do I have splinters? No, I do not. Do 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 do. Ba da ba da ba ba da ba 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 do. I don't have an idea if I'm doing anything wrong or not. I might be. 44 should get the invite soon if I am going to be getting it. Do. Ah, let's go. We got an invite. Tornado versus Belove. Exactly what I was hoping for. Perfect. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna be watching Belove. I did not do something wrong. I've been stressing for no reason. This is something that will not happen in the next time. The stress. Alright, let's see. Let's see what are the maps that we are going to be having. Chart Belove versus Tornado. Hellas, Normandy, Desert Sands. Hellas. Whoa. I don't have a picture in mind with Hellas. I do not know. I don't know. All the things. Blitz. Hellas. Where is Hellas? Ah, Hellas. Yes. Perfect. Heavy side, double caps. A and B, medium flank, third cap, C point. They might be interested in capping the heavy side cap first. We do see a lot of pushes into the heavy side because of the double caps, but from the heavy side you cannot push out. So you have to be defensive at all costs. And if you are going to take the double cap, you are going to be in horrific angles. The enemies are going to have horrible angles on you that you do not want, but you do have the caps. So it's kind of a prey to survive. We also had Normandy which is a great map with the double cap on the heavy side, B cap in the middle, and A cap. We do see a lot of like small and fast tanks going up like the hill behind the bunker with the bush in the spawn, like the regular sniping bunker with the bush. We do sometimes see light tanks going up the hill on the south spawn. That might be yeah, we do see the light tank going up that hill sometimes, which I don't really see where I don't see the advantage in going in with your light tank there. But we do also see people go to the bunkers near the A cap, so on the so just above the um just above the beach, well where they will get a nice position behind that bunker, which is really hard to reach for other people, but you can perfectly hold down there to defend that capture point. But we are going to see in 1 minute. And then Desert Sands. I am not sure if this is going to be a tiebreaker. Probably not, but Desert Sands could create some fun experiences as well. But yeah, in the end of the day, I did get my invite to a room, which is great. Gonna watch some more great games. Great games. That's not gonna happen in the second time. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna be prepared. Okay, we do see a lot of crans on the side of Belov, while the guys on Tornado do take a Felice and the 116, where Belov takes one more cran and a concept instead. That's really interesting. All right. So we see the team of Tornado probably going to defend their A cap. Same for Belov as well. Warta going in, probably going to try to cap the B point really quickly. This looks really similar. While Tornado team seems to be a bit slower on their rotation to the C point, where the concept gets a nice shot into the enemy Kranwagen there. Belov seems to be quite passive here, where Tornado is trying to move up to the C point, trying to get some more angles. Alright. We do see Belov moving in for the C point, while there's still two guys on the Tornado team left behind. Even though Belov is rotating with 6 people and probably going to have an advantage on the medium side for a slight bit. Belov trying to cap the point with the LT being extremely low to the ground. Will they be able to cap this point? Yes. Belov gets the C cap as well. Now Tornado will feel the pressure on the capture points. Will have to push in at some point. Felice is moving in on the B cap. Let's see. Rimpelstiltskin in the Kranwagen, noticing this, trying to get a D cap in, making sure that they won't capture the B point. Will they be able to cap this? They did cap it! They did cap it! Now, Belov will have to make a push somewhere. Which they are not. Tornado is making the push. Concept 1B getting focus fired. And killed. Kranwagen's moving up, trying to kill Bilko. One more shot for Bilko and he will be gone. Belov losing a lot of HP for the kills. Meteorite getting caught off guard, kind of. In a bit of a crossfire here by the 3 crowns, now 2 crowns. Tornado moving in on the C point. Will probably be able to pick those Kranwagens up later on with these other 2 people helping as well. Belov might be able to push into this Kranwagen because they have nothing else really that they can do about this. Tornado is probably going to take this victory. Classical is going to die. Not able to take the cap. Tornado winning that one. Belov had a nice cap advantage at the beginning because they had the light on the C cap capping nicely because of the low profile to the ground. But Tornado really pushing well into the Belov team. Very well. All right. I think I am allowed to be in the room right now because it's a countdown of 2 minutes-ish. We are going to see 2 concepts, 4 crans, and another light for the team of Belov. Interesting that they take another concept, knowing that the concept was the first one to die in the last match. But that might also be a sign of the enemy's Tornado team thinking that the concept is the most important tank to kill. Let's see. Tornado taking the Felice, having a 116 F3 as well for the auto reloading. And the really trollish armor profile. 4 crans again. And a light. We do also see that Tornado is basically all PC gaming, while Belov has only 2 PC players. Not really sure where that could make a difference, but it might. With auto aim, stuff like that. Alright, there we go. Let's see what is going to be the play. Tornado seems to be interested in having all the tanks going for the C point. Might be going for a fast push, like an insta push on the C point. Expecting a couple enemies to go to the C point. But. Belov is going to the C point as well. Getting a early HE splash into the Kranwagen here. Not sure if that does anything. Except scare the guy, maybe. Okay, we do see that Belov is on the cap advantage. Ocean Nothing going wide with the Kranwagens might be interested in pushing these two guys up on top if they are capable of going wide, which means that they will have really hard angles if they have any, really. The light tank Varta is starting to move up. We can see some blind shots going as well. Tornado team does have more HP, but that's like marginal HP lead. Belov might be able to make the same move on the C caps, capping it really sneaky. Tornado noticing this from last game that they were able to do this, pushing their light up to the same position to make sure that they are not capable of capping it again to take the lead. To take more of a lead actually, because they already are in the lead. Concept trying to get an angle on Bilko. Might be able to get the shot in soon. My voice cracked. Belov trying to bait the guys while capping. 116 gets 2 misses. Where Varta seems to be able to hit his cupola. It is viewport. His commander viewport. Varta takes a shot from the 116. Evgeny on his own near the middle might be caught off guard by the Felice and maybe even the T100 getting an angle and a shot on. Tornado Belov pushing in on top of the C cap, trying to get these two guys off guard. They do not seem to be interested in pushing so low to push into the crossfire with these 3 people in the back. They do get the C cap where Tornado did take the A and B cap, which means that Tornado has the cap advantage. Belov will have to make a play. Kranwagen in a tricky spot for Belov to finish. Ocean Nothing might be taken out by Meteorite at some point if he's able to do so. No, he's not. Will be pushed by the Krans. Rimpelstiltskin in a pretty bad spot in the middle. Tornado team still having the cap advantage and having better angles will be taking the win. T100 picks up the kill right there. Belov kind of taking too long on the push on the Kranwagens on the seaside. Because of the fact that the Kran had a nice corpse to hide behind. Let's see, we have more Normandy. We see 5 Krans, 1 RHM Panzerwagen. Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. And for Belov, we see 6 Krans in the Panzerwagen. Will they be They probably won't be making the play up the hill, but you never know. They might. We've seen some crazy things on Normandy by Belov. All right, 5 crowns, 116 for Tornado, and 6 crowns and a Panzerwagen for Belov. Let's see if they can make something work. $116 only having the auto reloader, where the Kran also has the special consumables like the speed boost and the reticle calibration to make sure you hit those shots on the cupolas, for example. Making sure you don't miss. Very, very important, hitting your shots. Because obviously, if you don't hit your shots, you're not going to get the kill. All right, there we go. It does seem crazy to me how Tornado is actually winning some games against Belov, who seem to be, from what I know, more experienced. More experienced of a team. Interesting, really interesting to watch, man. What is Belov going to do? Belov, RHM capping really quickly with the super speed boost, while the other RHM tried to go for early spots instead. So Belov taking the caps over the early spots. Tornado team mainly going into the middle. Granwagen gets a nice shot in. Does not really get punished for it yet. Tornado going for an early push onto Rimpelstiltskin. Trying to focus and bleed him out. Rimpelstiltskin taking a heavy beating. But Tornado team getting punished for it with the crossfire as well. Warta did take a massive beating, which might be an issue later on, because having a light is very important, obviously, for map intel. Let's see. Tornado having the cap advantage. Hit points are almost equal, but Belov having 1 gun less is going to be a big issue. Belov trying to make a move for the D point might catch this Kranwagen off guard. Kran takes a shot, will be taken out soon, but not for free, with the RHM in the back having easy shots. Will this Kran die? Kran does get taken out, but the Kranwagen on Belov also gets taken out. And another one. It's 6-4. I would be massively impressed if they do come back, which seems really unlikely since they're like basically clumped up in the corner with nowhere to run, while there's like 5 people charging at them, which will be the GGs. Evgeny fighting. Probably going to die really soon to the Panzerwagen. Will not be bothering. Knows that it's over. And that's a good game. Tornado team getting the early gun out was really, really good for them. Feel like Belov should have punished that. Gonna be watching Ego against Belov now. Let's see. let's not see actually. Because of the 5-minute timer. Otherwise, you sneaky people will be watching each other's lineups, which we do not want. We are ready. Important. Let's see. All right. What are the maps we will be watching? Ego. Ego versus. Vineyards, New Bay, and Canal. Canal. What the hell am I saying? That's the that's the last one. Rockfield, Middleburg, and Molendijk. Rockfield is a good map. We might be seeing some light spots in the middle early on. Gonna be interested for the C-cap pushes if they will happen. It's gonna be an interesting one. I do miss my chat interaction. Would fill up some time as well. All right. We see 6 heavies. We see Belov with 6 crowns again. Really interesting. We do see more variety in the lineup of Igor, which I do like. Igor, let's see. Belov pushing the T100 up the hill. We've seen this before. Interesting play. Are they able to do it? They are able to do it. All right. Belov is going to play this quite defensively, I would assume. Warta on the top of the map might be able to get some easy shots in this game. Light does get spotted. Teresa with the Felice and the Kran. Kind of one-sided. Igor does have quite the cap advantage today, though. Will they be able to use this? Ooh, Crown does take a shot there. Igor did bleed quite a bit early on. Belov slowly but surely taking their positions back. Taking map control back. Slowly but surely. Igor kind of clumped up on the C cap. As well as their spawn. They're kind of stuck in that spawn as well. Have not seen Warta hit many shots yet. We might see that later on. Belov seems to be rotating for the A cap. Maybe looking for a push onto Veresa and Stein. Will Igor notice this? They are not noticing it yet. Ooh, Evgeny getting spotted, probably showing their rotation to the A cap. Igor does notice. Is going to. I thought he was going to rotate back to his spawn. Veresa taking a shot there. Stein taking a shot. Belov going for the B cap, even though... Belov going for the B cap. Igor moving in. Can they get the D cap in time? No, they cannot. Will they be able to punish the crown, though? No. 116 gets taken out because of the huge crossfire. Another 116 is going to be taken out. 2 guns down for Igor. Belov absolutely anticipating on this happening. Killing 3 tanks that tried to decap the B point, knowing that they would come. Igor in a horrible spot. Getting focus fired out. This is GG's for Belov. Belov early on getting the LT up there. Igor kind of letting it happen though. That is an unfortunate row of events. Let's go, ready. Will we see Belov putting the light up the hill again? In this spawn, you should be able to get the light up the hill in your spawn without boosting. Which means that they will not have to be as passive in the beginning. Which might be good for Igor, knowing that Igor just played the last game pretty passive. We see 3 116s, 1 Felice, and 2 Crans, and a light tank. We do see Belov with full crowns, so not looking to get the light up that hill at all. Probably going to be looking for a good push. Oh, they might change the crown for the light still. No. All right, full crowns. Interesting. What will they do on Belov's side? What will be their strategy? All right. Belov going for a split. Igor looking for the A cap. Light tank getting an early spot in. Getting spotted himself as well though. Igor trying to get the B cap early. Will he be punished with the crossfire right here? Evgeny trying to get the D cap. Will be getting it. Is he going for the full clip? He's just gonna take 2 shots. Make sure they don't cap the B point. Igor did take the A point already. But are bleeding extremely for trying to take the B cap. They're being punished. Okay, they will be taking out that 116, but in the meantime, Igor is going to push up top on the A point into Classical and Warta. Warta falling back. Not trying to get any more shots. Classical getting caught off guard. Felice player got bumped in the crossing though. This is an interesting game. Igor does have the caps, but Belov has more HP. Belov looking to repush the A cap with Rimpelstiltskin and Evgeny. Stein will be picked up soon. Warta getting one more shot in. Rimpelstiltskin going to finish off Stein. Veressa is caught off guard. Going to die to Rimpelstiltskin. Or Evgeny. I am your lullaby. Will be finishing Warta off. The light is not really having a good time, is not able to run around and help. And it's a 2 versus 4. Belov. Are they able to push this 116? Oh, they are definitely able if they want to. Will be pushing this 116 and taking him out. Igor only having the light left, but the light does have a cap. Does not seem very possible for the light to be winning though. Light tank might pick up Evgeny. Light does pick up Evgeny. Has to push Ocean nothing. Is going to die. Not hitting that shot, unfortunately. The early push onto the B cap did not really pay off. Because there were multiple angles for Belov to shoot from. Interesting. Middleburg. What will we see? We've seen some crazy things on this map as well. We've seen a light do really crazy stuff. We've seen a light act like a mountain goat. Alright, we see a full heavy lineup on both sides. Belov taking a mouse though. Mouse probably going to be in the city, the big block in the city. We do see a 116 for Igor and a Felice. That is very interesting. Ugh. Belov looking for an ambush on the city. Only sending 2 people up the medium flank. Three tanks versus 2 tanks. They could possibly... Igor could possibly push on the C cap. Belov is really waiting for the ambush, hoping that someone will drive around this corner. Getting surprised by them is not going to happen. Igor is probably going to push really soon, knowing that there's 2 crowns. They will find out about that fact, that there's only 2 crowns there, soon. They are quite hesitant because they've only spotted the mouse in the city. Evgeny going up the C up the C blah, 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 up the medium flank, trying to support his teammates. Going to try and help his teammates. Igor not noticing that they could have pushed quite early on. If they knew that there were 2 tanks only, they would have pushed. Igor also hoping that that Belov will push into the city, not knowing that Belov has 4 people in the city instead of their 3 people holding it. Belov might be able to make a really successful push onto the Felice. Felice getting caught off guard by the Kranwagen up there. Felice is going to die. Belov looking to make the push soon. Belov going to push with 3 Kranwagens into their Kranwagen. Will Igor be able to make a good punishment up there though? Igor is still not really pushing. They just started their push. Belov running around, not really... only lost 1 tank yet. 2 tanks. Avanium is able to run away from the medium flank. Is going to be expensive for Igor. Does get set on fire last second though, losing a lot of HP for the run. 116 missing the shot onto the Kranwagen. That's not looking good. It's a 4-4, actually quite even, but Belov does have the cap advantage. But not anymore since Igor just kept the B point. Varta trying to make a move up to the Kranwagen on the medium flank. Avanium does get taken out. Now it's a 4 versus 4. Igor does have the HP lead. But they do have a weaker tank up on the C point. Which is going to have a really rough time finding Warta. Warta spotted Kran. Is most likely going to stay in the cap, because if he doesn't stay in the cap, they will lose. Igor looking to win on caps. Are they able to do so? Belov's caps are going extremely slow. Belov caps. Igor wins this one on caps. Gets the last shot in. Really well played by Igor. Probably should have pushed faster up there though. But very, very well played. Kran on the C point, knowing that they can win on cap, not having to run or push or anything, just knowing that he has to defend his cap to make sure that they win. Will they be able to make a comeback? That would be the comeback of the year if you'd ask me. We see auto reload is only. And for Belov, we do see a light. We see Warta in the light tank. 5 crowns. Same lineup for Igor. Different approach for Belov, taking 2 mice. This is gonna be an interesting one. Looking to make the push on the heavy flank, probably. Igor will probably be looking to make a push up to the C point. Warta not interested in the C point at all, knowing that there's a heavy tank that spawns up. Blind shots going in on both sides. None of them hit. Belov going for the push on the heavy flank. Warta up in a crazy spot. Into a ha! That's an insane spot to be in, man. Warta in a really, really annoying spot for Igor to be countering. Basically impossible to counter. Belov already taking 2 caps, really aggressive. Will be pulling back with the mice. 1 mouse already down to 200 HP, 1 shot. That is an expensive capture point. Is it going to be worth it? That's gonna be the question. Igor looking to be a bit more aggressive, trying to take back the B point. Belov way down on HP, not going to have the B cap soon anymore. Still does have the light tank up there, not really doing anything. Nothing is really happening. This is just a waiting game. Felice seems to be quite confused as to where he got spotted from, not really knowing that the Panzerwagen is up there. Panzerwagen might get a shot in soon, but does want to stay concealed. Push happening on the B cap by Belov. Ocean nothing getting taken out. Classical really low on HP. The Kranwagen's getting bombed. Igor pushing in on the city. Light tank is basically out of the game. Does take the capture point. Will this be on caps? I think Igor will take the game if they kill the mouse quickly. No. They will have to kill 2 more people. This is gonna take a while. 1 more. If they kill Rimpelstiltskin, it should be over. Fluffs the shot into the ground. That might be an expensive mistake. Does decap the B point. And they take the win on the caps by killing the mouse. Really good game from Igor. Really, really good, man. Igor noticing that the light tank is still up the hill out of the game. Pushing into isolated groups of tanks. Strong performance right there. Good. Did come close for Belov though. Barely not able to win on the capture points. Because in the end they did have like 3 capture points. But they just yeah. Nah, that sliver of the win. It's gonna be a tiebreaker on Molendijk. This might be the comeback of the year. This might be the comeback for Igor. Is if Igor is able to win this might be going into their book of fame. we see 2 lights on the Beloft side though. Interested what they're gonna do with those light tanks. If there's any crazy spots that they can go to with the light tank. All right, let's see. Let's see it. Beautiful map, Molendijk. Not really sure where those bombs came from though. Rimpelstiltskin going into the middle, trying to get some early spots onto the medium flank. Not getting those. Will be spotted by the light on the enemy tank. Light getting caught off guard. Taking 1 shot. Does have intel about the enemies now. Belov going for the A cap. Igor not really knowing that. Igor will be taking the C cap. Belov light tanks will have to pull back soon. They do have the view range for this. They will be having constant map intel because of their full HP lights. While the enemy has only 1 light. They don't dare to push the enemy spawn because they might have like 4 crowns right there waiting for them. So they're gonna rotate back to their own spawn. Belov. Ocean nothing. Going to try to spot the enemy spawn. Will probably spot one of these people before they can make the proper push. Igor. Veressa getting spotted by Rimpelstiltskin. Rimpelstiltskin does get spotted as well. Might take a beating. Does not take a shot from Lullaby. Would have been a good shot for Igor to hit. Belov. Belov playing quite aggressive with 2 guys. Igor kind of waiting for the perfect moment to push in and destroy everything. Belov rotating up to the middle. Rimpelstiltskin making a risky move there. Not spotting anyone though. Belov looking to rotate back into this spawn. We'll have to make a push soon. Light tank being sneaky. Igor just waiting, trying not to bleed. As long as they wait, Belov will have to make the move. Due to the cap advantage. Stein getting caught off guard by the Evgeny. And the concepts getting nuked for almost 2/3 of his HP. Belov getting annoyed by the concept behind them. Concept behind them is in a bad spot though, not really having any support except from the Felice, which is not going to be able to do anything as long as they stay behind these houses. Concepts get taken out for free basically, overextended. Belov getting one crown down though. Lullaby overextending a little bit as well, I think. Will be punished for it. Is probably going to die. Did die in the process of trying to get some shots in. Igor moving in on Classical and Evgeny. Not really sure why. Kind of pushing in one by one. This seems to be quite a confident win for Belov. Stein gets taken out. Veressa is probably going to be next. Belov did take that one. Did not make the comeback through, unfortunately. For Igor. That is unfortunate. Any more games? Yep, more games. Alright. Belov versus Tornado again. Very good. Grand finals. Tornado, Winter Malinovka, Oasis Palms, and Lagoon. Winter Malinovka, Oasis Palms, and Lagoon. will be sent into the match in 2.5 minutes. Very well. That's a bad mistake, man. Me not going out of the room after pressing ready. I have to be awake, know what I do. Alright. Another game of Belov versus Tornado. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's hope that Belov can run it back. I miss my chat interaction. I need my chat interaction. I need interaction with chat. There's no chat. Why did I not press ready again? Fuck. Oh, I feel so stupid, man. Oh. Oh my god, I actually didn't press ready. I'm actually so stupid, man. Why? Why did I not press ready? My god. Horrible. Why did I not press ready? It's really stupid. That's really dumb. Oh. Oh, that's such a waste, man. I need to stop forgetting to press the ready button. That is a big, big waste. A waste, a waste, a waste. Man. That's just unfortunate. Man. I have no words for my own stupidity. This might as well have been just. This might as well just be like the coolest match that I've like missed in my entire life. Damn it, man. Oh, we will not miss. We will not miss the next matches. That's something. Man. I'm so disappointed, man. Alright, now we can go ready. Yippee! Tornado did win the last game. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's hope that we don't miss any more matches, because that would be a massive waste. Dang it. Really disappointed. Belov going with the WZ 1-1. That's really interesting, man. Is there any like cool strats that you can do with the 1-1? I'm not really sure where they're gonna use a 1-1 on this map. Probably gonna use the reactive armor on it though. Interesting, man. I wish I didn't miss last game. They probably used the 1-1 as well. Okay. Double light with the medium against 6 heavies and 1 light. Let's go into the free cam, see what these lights and mediums are up to. One to one seems to be pushing for the corner. That Panzerwagen is going for a aggressive approach. Tornado team probably looking for a medium flank wipe. Oh my god. My frames could come back. Thank you. Alright. Tornado does take the corner there. Looking to push the 1-to-1? Not really. Not really knowing what to do. Felice in a close range engagement with the mouse. RHM with the crossfire on the Felice. Tornado does have HP advantage right now. But they don't seem to be having good positions, if you ask me. Felice pushing up to the mouse. WZ does get taken out by those two guys, getting pushed out. These two guys bled too much HP to be pushing. Felice getting caught off guard by the crans. Getting crossfired into death. Crans are now in a bad spot though. Will they be able to escape or survive? Do get some good shots into those guys though. They are really looking to finish income in the back. This is going to be a close one. Tornado does have more guns though. But B-Love does seem to be having the better defense. Nah, Classical is going to get pushed out by the Kran. Classical's gone. Their concept is gone though. B-Love. This is really close. They might be looking for a push on the Kran, but not really, because they know that if they push the Kran, they're like one shot. They're going to die. They know that the Kran is not messing around, but the Kran also knows that there's not much needed to die. So an HE splash would not be good to be taking that. Tornado using some good advantage there. Hull down. Will Rumpelstiltskin be able to escape this? Yes. Probably yes, yeah. Tornado does have the cap advantage. This is an extremely close battle between two excellent teams. Warta trying to get some shots, man. Might be able to get a shot into the 116, but not really. income. Dies to a cupola snipe. This is horrible for Belov. Mouse kind of stuck in the position that he's in. Belov not really able to make any moves. Varta looking for sneaky shots. Tornado player Nagibrator looking to make a angle into the city. Belov kind of stuck in their position. Whilst Tornado just has the cap and could just wait in the back of the map waiting for them. Varta going to look for a play. We'll have to make us play as soon as possible. Varta gets spotted. Sees the Kran. Will he be able to kill the Kran? Gets one shot in. Varta, oh, just survives. Scared to push this corner. Does take the Kran out. There seems to be a GG for Tornado due to the cap. Varta is going to get pushed. Varta gets the kill shot. Is he going to push? No way. No, he fluffs the shot. That's game over. Oh, that could have been a crazy, crazy play. Oh, he had like... he could have hit that. He could have. Yeah. Tornado. Looking for their last point to win, like... To win. This prove your skill, basically. Are there going to be any more matches after this evening? Let's see. Grand finals. No, this is going to be the last match of the day, I think. We might, hopefully, I mean, 6 crowns versus concepts and crown. 116. Quite some variety for Tornado. All right. Oasis Palms. Let's see. Let's see it, man. Full crowns with 1 light versus variety with a Panzerwagen instead of the LT. Interesting. How far can we go up the sky? Not really that far. Blind shots going in for both sides. Not really hitting anywhere except the ground. Tornado looking for the A cap. Gets a nasty shot in right there. disgusting. Belov getting an early cap advantage. Seeing Bilko. Tornado making their move for the A point. Looking for an aggressive push. Not knowing that there's like 3 people behind Evgeny. Meteorite already pushed up quite far though. Not sure if Evgeny is going to be saved. Evgeny is behind cover, will be saved by those 3 other crans. Meteorite in a horrible spot, going to be taken out from a focus fire. Are they going to move on? They do also take out one of their crans. Moving back. It's a 4 versus 5. Damn. Tutankhamon in a horrible spot. Seems to be the one to be taken out really soon. Gets taken out by Warta. Belov looking to win this game. F3 looking to dip. Looking to kill Rimpelstiltskin. Rimpelstiltskin all alone in a bad spot. Is going to be taken out by the light tank. Belov pushing the concept. Concept on his own against 2 people. Gets 2 shots into Classical. Gets taken out. Classical being a 1-shot. This is actually gonna be closer than I thought. Belov not having the cap. Will be taking the cap now, but it's quite late. On 16, moving into the spawn. Looking for more information. Might be caught soon. Evgeny moving to a better position. This is not the position you want to be in with your crown being low HP. Quite open. Light tank going to spot Evgeny. Gets a shot. Misses it though. Classical. Knowing that the light is somewhere over there. Ready to shoot. Bilko down below. Getting pressured by Income. Income trying to get a better angle. Classical about to get pushed out by the light tank. Light tank missing one of his shots. Not really good. Classical on 13 HP. Will probably be picked up by the light tank. Is taken out. Bilko in a bad spot. Being pressured by Income. Is Income able to push this is the question. No, he's not. He is. He does take him out. Evgeny helping him there on that angle. Tornado does still have the caps though. They will have to make a move for the A cap. Basically right now would be the perfect time. Light tank brawling with Warta gets taken out. Belov with the comeback. One more shot and he is gone. Belov. Close game. Nail biter. Alright. Oasis Palm still. 1-2. Will Belov turn the table? Let's see, what did the other teams do in the meantime? Excelsior won against Agva. Interesting. 10 p.m. is still okay. It's already been 10 p.m. Excelsior versus Mercy. I am ready. Okay. Interesting. 10 more seconds. We see Kranz. One mouse. Probably going to be holding the B cap. Are we going to see more blind shots on the crossing? Yes. Only one. Not really connecting though. Tornado looking towards the A cap again. Mouse slowly making his way into the city. Tornado setting up an ambush. Not really sure about this decision, considering that they have 4 people. Could turn really badly for them. Though the F-16 and the Felice should only turn around to make the crossfire. So it might actually be a good trap. Belov does have the cap advantage this time. Not really interested in pushing further into their spawn though. Kind of playing passive now that they have the cap advantage. Found out about the F-16, F3, 116 F3 in the back. Still doesn't really know about the trap that's coming for them. Not really sure what they're looking at. Oh, the bush right there. Expecting. It would be really bad for Evgeny to get spotted now, knowing that these 2 people are here. He doesn't know, but if he does find out, it's going to be a painful one. Fran moving up on his own. Does have cover fire from further back though. Belov expecting the enemies to have one person behind here. Shooting blindly. Kranvagens did get spotted, not really putting out much of any damage. Not really getting spotted. Okay. Let's see. Tornado. Quite hesitant. Looking to drive back to the spawn. Reconsidering their options. Evgeny did take a little bit of a beating. Getting spotted into your rotation to the medium flank. Finally using those Kranvagens that have been sitting there. Going to take the cap. Going to try to take the cap. Belov taking the A cap at the same time. Mouse is in the open. In a really, really bad spot. Mouse on 1 or 2 more shots. Kran's moving in. Going to disintegrate this 116 and Kranvagen. Especially now that the 116 is on reload. 116 gets taken out. But, on the other hand, their Kran also did get taken out. And their mouse is going to be the next one to die. They will have to move quickly. Mouse. Dying. Belov trying to make a move. Will they be able to finish Bilko? They are. Looking to kill Tutankhamon. Tornado with an insane crossfire. Look, the shield. It was too late with shielding. It's gonna be a close one again. Well, I think that... No, Tornado takes this one home. Warta does take the kill, though. It's quite equal now. Income dying. It's gonna be GG. Tornado taking this one home again. Tornado winning. Against Belov. Those were some good games from Tornado. Wasn't really expecting that from them. Losing to Tornado. Yeah. Wow. That's basically it for today. Mercy winning, though. Really, really interesting. Alright. That is probably it for the tournament games today. Bye-bye.